Last night, I came up here to do my live review of Raw, and I had my Roman Reigns shirt hanging on my basketball hoop in the background. I had my $25 replica WWE title hanging on that shirt. I even forgot to put it away and clean it up after my review. I literally slept through the night with that hanging on my hoop last night. And I was mad last night. Last night's episode of Raw literally did no favors for me and gave me no interest at all in seeing SummerSlam at all. Tonight's episode of SmackDown Live, though, a big sigh of relief. There is life and there is stuff for me now to look forward to SummerSlam 2018 thanks to tonight's edition of SmackDown Live. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, no disrespect, but there is no way that Road Dogg had to have taken any part in writing tonight's edition of SmackDown Live. Now, the grade I gave this show, again, you probably see it down in the description down below what my grade is. You know, I'll save it towards the end. It was very hard to grade the show. It was a great show. Everything felt like it mattered in some way. Couple little nitpicks I have on this show, but this show was definitely close to me for giving it pretty much like, that perfect score. Almost. Very close. But my goodness, this was a really strong episode of SmackDown Live. Literally, SmackDown Live is the more superior show than Raw. Raw is a mess. Raw is a complete mess. SmackDown Live at least always has something on there for the most part, leaving me intrigued. I mean, last week's episode, I'll give it, wasn't bad, but didn't really feel like nothing really mattered that much. It's like, okay, here are these matches. See Extreme Rules on Sunday. It felt like a solid house show, which, wrestling wise was good. But not that, unlike last night's show where nothing made sense. Last week's felt like, okay, this is not bad, but didn't really matter that much. Last night's show just made no sense, and it had you scratch like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? But tonight's episode of SmackDown Live got me excited for SummerSlam, thanks to some of those things we could be getting the following weeks. People are finally getting the opportunities they deserve, and we finally, once again, do have the Randy Orton I know we've all been seeing for a long time. We'll get into that towards the end. So, guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 country for my live review of SmackDown Live from the July 17th, the day CM Punk's contract came to an end 6 years ago, I believe it was. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 years ago, CM Punk's contract came to an end, and he left Chicago that night with the WWE Championship, walking out on the WWE. Well, he came back 2 weeks later, but it was just one of the best moments of CM Punk's career. And, of course, also a shout-out for those of you who are a fan of Deluxe Man. Shout-out to Deluxe Man. Today is his birthday as well, so happy birthday as well to him. But let's get started with this live review because I'm actually going to try to kind of go through this review a little bit quicker than usually. I'll be checking the live chat, but because I'm going to watch 205 Live right after this because I am not going to be able to do any live reviews tomorrow because I am taking a short little road trip with my family tomorrow. And we're Thursday. Well, we're pretty much going out tomorrow, coming back Thursday. So hopefully I should still be home in time to still do my special stream. So no live reviews tomorrow. NXT review at least on Thursday. Maybe special live stream. Not. It'll most likely have to wait till Friday for my weekly special stream. But just so you guys all aware of that. So I want to do this review, watch 205 Live, come right back up here and do 205 Live review night. So let's get rolling here and let's check the live chat first to get started. We got Dakota in the live chat. Gave this show an A. How is it? 2 hours SmackDown Live puts on 5 quality matches, and in 3 hours of Raw can't even put on 3 because they have 3 hours of fill. The writing is just crap over on Raw. At least there's some people behind the scenes of SmackDown actually doing their job, and plus also they give us fresh talent in the main event. That Orton moment, I was like, yes, Jeff is going to win the title back, and then it got ripped away from me. Well, that's exactly how it should be felt with the babyface and the heel tactics, pretty much. So props to both of them for pulling that off and for making a good fan like Dakota feel that way. I think they wrote Jeff off TV for a while. That beating was chaotic. It could have been written off. I'm not too sure though. I think Jeff will look fine. I think it's set up for the triple threat match at SummerSlam. What match was your favorite? Mine was the main event. Gotta say that was good. And also AJ and Andrade was pretty good also. We'll talk about that shortly. I did not like the finish of that match though. I do agree with almost tapping because AJ targeted that leg the whole match. Got a point, he did. I still didn't really see him tap though. Did you see Randy? He was like, where the hell did Shinsuke go? Pretty much, yeah. With how quick Joe squashed Dillinger, I think it's safe to say Joe is challenging Styles next. It pretty much is safe to say. I think they wrote Jeff off TV. I think Orton will dethrone Styles sometime, then retain against him, and then say he is the best in the business. And then Jeff's no more words. That makes a surprising return. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea if they go with that. But I think Orton and Nakamura and we're gonna have Orton, Nakamura, and Hardy for the U.S. title at SummerSlam. I'm still thinking, but that's a good idea. He said Lauren should be here in a minute. Oh well, she'll come if she wants to come. She'll come. But let's keep the live chat going here, and let's get started with this review again. I have a lot to do tonight. Probably also be able to do the tournaments also, but again, just finishing packing because I'm going on my little 2-day road trip. But anyways, let's get right into this review. Again, I'll check back in the live chat. Not as often as usual, but I will. And no hecklers tonight. Also, we had a heckler last night. Anyways, so let's get started with this review, which again, so SmackDown Live took place just right about 6 or 7 hours about northeast of me in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The show opened up with a recap of what happened in the U.S. title match from Extreme Rules with, Jeff Hardy getting beaten in 6 seconds and Orton returning, but then targeting Jeff Hardy. Again, it was kind of a weak, little beatdown, I thought, on Orton, but the beatdown we got tonight, complete opposite. But let's get right into it. Jeff Hardy came out, make his entrance, get on the microphone. He says he might look and act like Jeff Hardy, doesn't feel like him. He feels like something's missing. He's incomplete and his heart is broken. He's not U.S. champion anymore because of what Shinsuke did, and he proved he lacks ethics and conscience, and the embodied of moral turpitude, or simply, he's a low-down, dirty jackass. Nakamura hit a low blow because he knew that was the only way he could beat him, and he probably should have called the match off, but he wasn't thinking clearly. But tonight, he's thinking clearly, and he's got 3 things on his mind: to make Nakamura feel as much pain as possible, to make him fade away, and to classify himself as obsolete, and to take the title back from him. That was pretty much a short and sweet promo for Jeff Hardy to start off of SmackDown Live, which I thought, it was short, sweet. He didn't talk about Orton, I was surprised. But you know what? Got me hyped for the main event. I'm behind it. And it's pretty much just showed out, hey, Jeff Hardy's, he's focused now. Last night he got thrown off. Tonight he got thrown off, but tonight he's ready to go. Let's see what happens. And we have Shinsuke Nakamura being interviewed backstage, and he said that Hardy is a sad clown who wears face paint to hide his tears. He then begins to mock him crying, and he says the title being his is a reason to smile, and tonight he'll give everyone a reason to smile by making the clown cry again. And he says, God bless America. I'm sorry, let's try again. God bless America. Or my new favorite line is we got, sorry, no speak English, or let's take since then break my bones, words never hurt me. We also got in a Fallout interview in Extreme Rules when they asked, I think it was Renee asked him what did he think of Randy Orton's attack on Jeff Hardy. He goes, that wasn't nice. The thing is, though, I mentioned on Twitter, it was obvious he was NXT. Shinsuke Nakamura had a little bit of a humor side to him whenever he was cutting his promos. Again, that was him as a babyface. And you know what? They worked. On the main roster, though, they've kind of made them a little corny and a little bit of like a mockery. Since turning heel, I feel that that humor side of his character come back a little bit, but it's not, it's effective. It's not like, just like, insulting or just, just bad and whatnot. It feels like it actually means something. It feels serious. And it feels like, it feels effective again. So we'll get to that main event in a little bit, but a good start we had there. we have AJ Styles taking on Andrade Cien Almas in a match that, I obviously did not expect Andrade to win the match, but I wanted this to be that match where it's like, hey, he doesn't win, but he has a strong showing. Because I've said how many times that, I'll be honest, Andrade's never really been one of my favorites. I don't worship him or whatnot, but within the past year was running NXT since him and Zelina Vega teamed up to the feud with him and Johnny Gargano. The match they had at TakeOver Philadelphia, I still say is in the top 3, at least for this year. Could be the best match of the year so far, I'd say. That was a really, really good match. You gotta give them the credit. You wouldn't, again, when that feud first started happening back at TakeOver Brooklyn 3, you would not think it would escalate into the feud that eventually became, because it helped helped further the storyline with Johnny Gargano, and it also, helped build credibility on Andrade Cien Almas as well. So I do respect the fact that Andrade has at least, brought interesting material to the table, which is why I do want to see him succeed on SmackDown Live. And this match against AJ Styles was definitely, a match that showed the guy has potential. He didn't look like a complete joke. He didn't, overdo it. AJ Styles, I felt, but we had some great spots in there as well. And it looked like, Andrade was, getting the offense it needed. Dakota mentioned, like AJ was working on the leg on Andrade Cien Almas. I didn't really want to see Andrade tap out, though. Like, I wasn't a fan of having him tap out. I mean, yes, it does make sense that AJ was working at a leg of Andrade throughout the match, and which is what caused him to be able to, get an effective, calf pressure on him, which he could have also been tried holding out in a little bit longer than he did, but it's obviously, Andrade obviously is not for sure ready to be in the main event yet, but he did show potential at least in the match. Would have liked to maybe him not tap out right away like he did, but I still gotta give him credit. I thought him and AJ put on a solid match to definitely start off the show. Well, after the promo from Jeff Hardy, so AJ wins. I thought, Andrade came out looking strong. I thought maybe Samoa Joe would come out afterwards, though, and attack AJ Styles and tease him as being the next challenger. But I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, because, I'll explain it a little bit further down the line in this review. We had that pretty much, and then we had a backstage segment with Aiden English rolling up to apologize to Lana, saying he keeps thinking about a moment over and over and wishes he could take it back, which is him feeling like he costed Rusev the WWE Championship two nights ago at Extreme Rules. It was a pinnacle of everything Rusev has worked for, and he took it from him. It was talked to her about it, and Lana says that Rusev is angry and disappointed, he needs a space, and she doesn't know why he's coming to her, because it's all about him. Lana continues saying it's about what's best for Rusev, and English asks her to consider, and she says she'll take it under consideration, but are you the best thing for Rusev, pretty much. So a couple months ago, we had a tease of, a Rusev Day breakup, Lana thinking that, Aiden English was getting in the way of Rusev, and we're kind of reverting to that back again. So could this finally, because I already feel that Lana is already somewhat of a baby face, but could this finally be the moment where Rusev turns babyface, especially if Randy Orton does to me seem like a full out heel now. SmackDown Live needs another strong baby faces. Right now we have AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Jeff Hardy. It's just two we have in there, but I feel like we could use one more strong baby face, I think, for SmackDown Live, in my honest opinion. Because heel wise, we got Joe, Nakamura, and we got Orton, The Miz. Sure, there's a few others in there somewhere, but yeah, I feel like SmackDown could use one more really strong baby face, and that could easily be Rusev if they finally turn him face. We'll see what happens, though. Oh, we had that segment though backstage. Let's check the live review. The live chat. Let's see here. That looked nasty with the ear. We'll talk about that. Hey, Lauren, she gave SmackDown Live an A+. Very good show. At least Jeff won the match, since we had too many heels winning the last 2 days. So is Randy heel officially, or still a tweener? he's got to be a heel at this point. That beatdown was full out heel. Even though he wanted to know where Nakamura went, he hates Shinsuke, but he is a great heel. He's done great as a heel. And finally, we're getting Becky Lynch versus Carmella, Miz versus Bryan, probably AJ versus Joe, and Orton versus Shinsuke versus Hardy. That sounds like a great SmackDown card for SummerSlam. Now invested. Jeff was written off TV for August his leg. Maybe, not sure. Hey, we all wanted Sadistic Psycho Orton back, and we got him tonight. We definitely did. We'll talk about that towards the end. You hear Jeff's head smack the ringside floor. It sounded bad. It sounded nasty. Lauren thought Styles and Almas was boring. Almas deserves better. She thought, I mean, that's fine. Again, I thought it was still, solid match. It wasn't anything to knock my socks off. I still thought, it was still a good match to put Andrade somewhat, looking strong. But again, I wasn't a fan how he tapped out really quickly. Jeff, Lauren, it's all scripted though, the code, but it's entertainment. Jeff really though is legitimate injured. Yeah, again, I really hope Jeff is okay. I mean, he seemed better tonight, but I'm starting to worry. Maybe Jeff's body is just starting to deteriorate on him. As is Kane, I hear about that. Kane broke his ankle. Charlotte's return in the 31. What do you mean by that? Mike, that counter from the Hammerlock DDT to the Calf Crusher was made. Yeah, it was a good counter. I'll give him that, definitely. That crack counters were painful, and I thought he would make it to the rope. Yeah, same at least. That tried to fight out of it. You are really a Jeff fan. I love Jeff too, but it was time for him to lose the belt. To be honest, that he's always hurt. He deserves time off. He probably should take a little bit of time off. And I do agree that Shinsuke needed the belt more, though. Did you see Vega when he tapped? I didn't take notice. We'll have to go back and watch it again. At least SmackDown gave a storyline that made sense compared to Raw. Oh, definitely. No doubt about it. She skipped the boring matches. Raw was a C. Where was Rusev tonight? He was not. Rusev was not there. We did have Lana backstage talking to Aiden English. That segment with teasing the Rusev Day breakup. Can New Day just split already? I mean, I do agree. Maybe this time we split them, but they're at least treating them like singles competitors, not just how they were after they dropped the tag titles, and then being with Titus O'Neil like the way we were last year. But I do agree. We could consider it. I think the Delirious of Worlds are going to win the tag belts back. They may, not sure. Are New Day next challengers for the tag titles? I don't think they should be. I mean, they lost to Sanity last night, and then the next night they did also. So I'm not sure. Maybe Rusev Day will. Maybe Aiden English and Rusev Day will fight for the tag titles at SummerSlam. They don't win them, and that may cause the Rusev Day breakup. We'll see. Where's the Bar? We need them in the topic. Or I forgot about that. The Bar. That's right. They could return as faces and take on the Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam. Also, they couldn't have nothing to do for them, but why not at least give them singles runs or whatnot? You seem tired, Mike. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not too tired. I just have a lot to do. I'm packing up because I'm going on a little road trip for 2 days. Turn Rusev or Benjamin face. Yeah, we haven't seen Shelton Benjamin in a while either. As another guy who's a heel. Or build up Dillinger. Exactly. I don't know where Shelton's been. Vince is too stubborn to turn Rusev. I know that's ridiculous. The Bar lost the Usos in the dark match. Oh, geez. Joe squashed Ty. R-Truth was back. I'll talk about the R-Truth thing in a second. Dillinger should be pushed more than Joe because Dillinger is way more talented. Joe still is. I definitely agree that Dillinger still should be at least a solid mid-carder, but I just definitely still enjoy Joe's presence as well. Dillinger is the perfect 10. He thinks Joe is a 0.25 out of 10. Ouch. How can you do Sanity versus Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam if they are both heels? Yeah, again, well, it's too soon I still feel it's too soon for Sanity. So I feel SummerSlam should either be Rusev Day or the Bar for the SmackDown tag titles against the Bludgeon Brothers. Kofi is the human highlight reel. He is. Rusev Day splitting? Really? Why? I mean, they seem to be teasing something tonight with that segment. Kofi needs a singles push. When am I seeing him get another singles push again? Let me ask you guys a question also before I continue on in the review. I was talking with someone on Twitter tonight, but do you think Kofi Kingston should be a Hall of Famer? With the resume he has for the mid-card titles and he's a 7-time tag team champion, definitely he's not, been a world champion material quite. I mean, he probably could get him run the world title if he gave him a good storyline, but do you think Kofi Kingston should be a Hall of Famer? Let me know in the live chat, but I'll continue on. I mean, my opinion, yes. One, he looks like Andrew McCutcheon, but two, I think he definitely deserves it. But leave us in the live chat about that. So let's continue on with this live review again because I'm just trying to fly through this because I got to get up early again tomorrow for my road trip. But anyway, so we had Becky Lynch versus Mandy Rose. I'm sorry, every time Mandy's music hits, she comes out, I just gotta go. Damn, man, I had to get it out. But of course, I love Becky also. But Mandy Rose, my goodness. Of course, the thing that still kind of bothers me is, why is, I have said before, why is Sonya Deville still coming out with Mandy Rose? Like when they first came over to SmackDown, wasn't Paige trying to, let these two like learn on their own pretty much, to just keep teaming up with each other? Like I actually was kind of invested in that. I was interested in that. And then they kept them together. I'm just like, it's a little nitpick, but it's just like whatever. But still, so this match, wasn't quite about that. It was still about, continuing this momentum for Becky Lynch. The match was, was good for what it was, but it was another way to put Becky Lynch over, giving her another win as she gets Mandy to tap out to disarm her. And I'm like, you got to give her this title opportunity. Just give it to her. What are you waiting for? Afterwards, Becky gets on this mic and cuts this really great heartfelt promo, thanking the crowd, saying winning feels great, and she's been patiently waiting, betting her time, and she never stopped working as hard as she can for us to rack up victory after victory, but she's just getting started. She calls out Carmella and tells her the straight fire is coming for her. Paige is backstage talking to Carmella, asking if she heard that, and then Carmella just, ignores it, and Paige points out how much the crowd was cheering, and Carmella says English accents give her a headache, and Paige asks how James Ellsworth, her boyfriend, is doing, but Carmella says he's not my boyfriend. She'd rather talk about something more interesting herself, how she's beating Charlotte and Asuka twice. So she wants another celebration. Paige says she's going to throw a big party on one condition. She has to beat Becky Lynch next week. So Carmella is like, no, I'm not defending my title. I'm not doing that. But Paige says, of course not. That'd be silly. But if Becky beats you next week, she will have a title match against her at SummerSlam. So, yeah, I would rather see Becky just get the opportunity. She's racking up the wins. Of course, she deserves it at this point. Like, here's the point. Like, okay, Becky's getting wins here. She's beating, she's beating, like, Sonya Deville, both the Iconics, Mandy Rose. She even beat Charlotte. I don't know where Naomi is. I don't know if you want to have her beat Naomi or something like that. But I feel my point, she doesn't really need to beat Carmella to get a title opportunity. But, alas, I forgive it somewhat because at least it's not like the show beforehand. But next week we're going to be seeing Becky Lynch taking on Carmella, which I feel like, the feud should happen due to, the history that Becky and Carmella have had. If James Ellsworth is sticking around, I'm not sure if he will or not. I'm not sure if the beatdown that Asuka gave Ellsworth the other night was a way to write Ellsworth back off or something like that. I'm not sure. So we're getting that match next week. So hopefully Becky does get that title opportunity at SummerSlam and wins the championship. She just deserves it. She so deserves it. And she's finally being booked like, seriously with the momentum and everything behind her. I think, she definitely deserves it. I keep saying. Then we have a segment backstage with Ty Dillinger getting ready for his match against Samoa Joe. And R-Truth comes around, which you haven't seen R-Truth thing since the Superstar Shake-It when he moved to SmackDown. And of course, R-Truth starts saying, Ty, are you ready? And we didn't say that. He was asking if he was ready. And Ty says he is, but he doesn't want a motivational speech. And then Truth asks what? And Ty says he's going to give Samoa Joe the best he's got. And it's then revealed that, Truth wasn't really talking to him. He had a Bluetooth in his ear, and he was talking to his mom, and I was talking to Ty. And then he's like, wait, Ty, come back here. Come back here. Now, I mentioned before, sometimes I feel like, R-Truth, humor with him pretending, not pretending, but, thinking, getting things confused, and whatnot. After a while, I got kind of old of that back in 2015. They kind of brought it back when he thought he was on Raw, when he came to SmackDown. But I'll give it that was actually funny. Him thinking he was giving Ty a pep talk, and he ends up talking to his mom through the Bluetooth in the ear. That was kind of funny. I'll give him that. But then we had Ty Dillinger and Samoa Joe. Apparently, his match came about because Joe attacked Ty during a dark match before SmackDown last week. It was, and then Ty came out through the bell rang. He goes right after Joe, trying to beat him down. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because Joe pretty much just squashed him. poor Ty again. I like Joe. He definitely deserves to get somewhere also because he's entertaining in my opinion at least. But Ty definitely deserves so much better than this. Than to be just a freaking jobber. So yeah, Ty Dillinger submits to the Coquina clutch as he's slowly fading. He just slowly taps out, and that was that. Let's check the chat of live again. Chat of live chat of live. If I want to do that, let's see here. New Day shouldn't challenge for the tag titles again. Not yet. Rusev will never win a good title thanks to Vince. That would suck. That thing of Kofi over the referee. Oh, we'll talk about that. No, Nikki Cross did not debut. Where am I going? I'm just going. We're going to see do a little bit of sightseeing a little bit out east in the state. Driving out to Altoona, pretty much going to a casino and just visiting a few things out there because my dad used to live out there for about 6 months. And then we're seeing a few things Thursday during the day, and then we're just making our way back here. Yeah, it's because my sister's in town for a couple weeks, so we're just doing a couple little small things over the next couple weeks while she's in town before she goes back. She's going back at the beginning of August, but that's basically what it is. So if my streams get all screwed up the next couple weeks, that's probably why. But that's where I'm going. Why did Eric Young kick out of the SOS? He used to win with that, and Kofi is a Hall of Famer. He agrees. Yeah, I do agree also. I haven't seen the SOS in a while. I mean, he even beat Randy Orton with that move, I remember, in that match in January 2014. So I was confused why Eric Young did kick out of that. There are way too many heels on SmackDown. Why do they have to turn Orton? They couldn't wait till Royal Rumble. She fell at least. I mean, again, I agree. Credit's due. Heel Orton, I especially tonight, what is a lot better. But I do agree, the balance of faces and heels especially feel so heavy on the heel side. As I said before, they need to develop another strong baby face, I feel, on SmackDown Live since they are turning Orton heel. Mandy is the only one hotter than Alexa, she feels. Lauren thinks Alexa's prettier than Mandy, to be honest. That's completely fine because Orton is a better heel. What was Paige's announcement? Paige is advertised that next week Paige is going to announce who will challenge Styles for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. She didn't make an announcement tonight. Alexa wears too much makeup, and Alexa has plastic. Mandy doesn't. Kobe shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame if he was a single star. She thinks yes. Fair enough. I guess he deserves it. Paige's announcement was that Melo faces Lynch next week if Lynch wins faces Melo at SummerSlam. She's tired too. Oh, man, we're all tired. Her reaction to Ellsworth being her boyfriend was priceless. Well, I mean, she did plan a good one on him last year. I'll give it that. But yeah, Ellsworth got his ass kicked on Sunday by Asuka. You should be happy Becky is getting a push. About damn time. Exactly. Don't know why they took her so long. Mandy and Sonya are jobbers. Just send them back to NXT. I mean, they would have definitely, benefited from if Paige didn't get hurt from Absolution. Like I was digging Absolution, but the moment Paige was done, then Absolution just died. I definitely agree. They both were brought up way too soon from NXT. I mean, again, at least Mandy Rose has the look, but then again, she's not that great of a wrestler. But again, I was at least somewhat interested when Paige was trying to get them both to work separately. But now that they're keeping them together somewhat still, it just doesn't make sense. I get it. They apparently, they're roommates. But still, it would have been better. Mela knows 3 moves, rest holds, and super kick. You suck when Asuka can't even get a good match out of her. Exactly. Imagine Becky wins the title at SummerSlam and Charlotte challenges her. Sure, I'd be for that. Yeah, Asuka pretty much is a jobber now also. Asuka pretty much looks stupid now pretty much from how they've been booking her. Do you think Ellsworth will be at SummerSlam? Not too sure. I mean, I saw in the commercials he was advertised for some other wrestling gig, in the upcoming weeks. So maybe not. I'm not sure, though. We'll see. He said, smile some more, not face Samoa Joe. Jeez. I'm looking forward to SummerSlam for the first time since 2013. Last night I was not looking forward to SummerSlam. Tonight I actually am somewhat looking forward to SummerSlam. So we got that. Best match was Jeff versus Shinsuke, and worst was the tag match with the New Day. New Day wasn't a tag match. It was just Kofi and Eric Young. SummerSlam will be good. I see Joe versus Styles being a submission match, and Joe passes out to the calf crusher. That would be interesting, actually. Who do you think will dethrone Styles? I mean, I thought maybe Joe, but I do like that idea that Dakota said. So could be Joe. If not, who else will there be besides Joe? Maybe The Miz. Maybe I'd say either Joe or Miz. I'll go with that. Vince is stepping down shortly. I could see Orton dethroning or Orton also. With him being a heel, he could dethrone Styles. I would be fine with that. Is Sasha going to SmackDown Live in the future? I hope it'll be better than having her in a lesbian angle with Bayley, to be honest. Oh, definitely. Again, I am sorry. Again, it's nothing against the fact that it could be a lesbian angle, but it would not work for Sasha and Bayley. Again, I think it was Lauren said last night, Mickey and Alexa. Yes, that could work because you can bring out back the psycho Mickey character in her release. Sasha and Bayley, no. No. That's all I gotta say about that. But I honestly would not mind either Sasha or Bayley going to SmackDown. I think, it would definitely be better for them. Are they finally pushing Joe? I hope so, because because he's come to SmackDown. He's lost to Roman. He got to the Money in the Bank qualifying match, and then they had nothing but Extreme Rules. So, hopefully, they start, at least giving Joe that momentum he deserves again. Dillinger is slowly getting back to being pushed. I hope so. Where are the Iconics? Not sure. I just hope that they get some momentum going also. Vince's prejudice. We got Donna. What's up, Donna? Vince's prejudice against Japanese women. That's why Asuka keeps losing. That's ridiculous if that's the case. Dakota thinks Dillinger will get a title run soon. I hope he does as well. When is Vince stepping down? I hope so. Have fun on your road trip. Oh, I definitely will. I got that, and I'm camping at the end of the month, and then I have 2 parties to go this weekend. So I'm pretty busy pretty much for the next couple of weeks. Don doesn't know. The Dudleys are in the Hall of Fame, and they're a tag team. Yeah, I mean, they could go into the Hall of Fame maybe, since they got the longest reigning tag record. Soon LOL. Okay. Donna got married. I'm sorry, I misread that. Congratulations, Donna. That's awful about what Vince thinks about Japanese athletes. Exactly. If Cena returns to SmackDown Live, he could be the other babyface along with AJ. He could, honestly. I mean, I would rather have a more fresher, someone fresh be a babyface, but that could work also. He's so prejudiced about Japanese athletes. Definitely Orton. I just wish he had a good face run 17 and 18. That's why he wanted to turn heel. I don't blame him. Exactly. I mean, I feel like he's more in his element as a heel, but I'm pretty sure he gets bored material as a babyface. Which again, it's not his fault. Vince is stepping down soon as Triple H will take over. Thank goodness. Triple H will make WWE so much better. I agree. Some people think Mandy and Sonya are in a relationship. I'm like, no, they're just best friends. I mean, I know apparently rumors are that Sonya Deville is either bi or lesbian, but I think she's with somebody else also. But I think her and Mandy are just roommates. They just live together. Bayley needs to go to SmackDown Live, not Sasha, because Bayley is better and she is being wasted. Maybe SmackDown Live is coming to her town on August 7th. She wants to go. Go for it, Lauren. Hope you have a great time, Lauren. If you go, can you believe the New Day after 4 years is still #1 in merchandise sales as a team? Really? Wow. Sasha stays her mind that she wants to be on SmackDown Live. It would be a bad move, honestly. It will be the 4 faces of SmackDown would be Jeff, Styles, Bryan, and Cena. Again, not too bad. Whoever thought the Bayley and Sasha angle is on crack. Exactly. Thanks, Donna. I'll post if I go. Definitely, Lauren will be interested in seeing how it goes. Hopefully, it will be a good show for you also. I don't know when I'm going to be going to another live event next, because the next event here in Pittsburgh is one of those live events on a holiday on that Saturday after Christmas. And I don't usually go to those live events. The untelevised live events are not worth it. So if that's the case, my next event could probably be WrestleMania 35 if I still do go, which again, I plan on going if my friends are able to go. Road Dogg thought that angle. He had that. If the Bayley and Sasha thing is a lesbian angle, it had to be Road Dogg. It has to be Road Dogg. There again, as I said in this review, there is no chance in hell that Road Dogg wrote the show tonight. No chance in hell, my honest opinion. Vince don't want to push Sasha or Asuka. He does not want to push Asuka as Japanese. It's ridiculous. And congrats on her marriage again. Bayley can cut a promo and wrestle better. What do you think? Who do you think is better, Mike? I mean, they're both great. It's just they're both being both like crap right now. You know, Sasha, you know, I mean, you know, again, has had, you know, for the most part, a decent face run on the main roster. But I feel like, again, bring back, you know, that boss element versus a heel. You know, you got to turn somebody else baby face on SmackDown or Raw, or somebody like Alexa Bliss again could use a face turn or something fresh, I feel. Bayley just been, again, you know, it's been booked like a crappy toddler who's just delusional pretty much to everything. That's probably she's on the main roster. Seeing he's another heel run would be nice. Thanks, Lauren. He's much younger than me. That's still fine, no Donna. Congratulations, though. Mike, what is more likely, a Roman heel turn or a CM Punk return? Oh, man. What is more likely, a Roman heel turn? Maybe a Roman heel turn. And Sony is with with Seth's ex. That's right. Yeah. I'll keep stuff going in the live chat. Keep going, guys, but I want to keep going with the review. We had commentary then for the Miz's eulogy for Team Hell No. This was good. We have people processing out with a cart with a mannequin of Kane's head. The Miz walked out also, which congratulations to the Miz, also apparently was named MVP of the MLB, the softball game for the All-Star game yesterday, apparently. So congratulations to the Miz. Miz gets on the microphone and thanks everybody for being there. He knows he's as sad as we are, but tonight we're gathered out to discuss what everybody's been talking about, next week's premiere of Miz and Mrs. He knows we'd love to hear about how not only he did in the softball game being awarded MVP, but tonight it's not about him. Tonight we pay final respects to Team Hell No, as we say in the word of Kane's favorite musical act, bye, bye, bye. Team Hell No. Despite being polar opposites, they were able to set the differences aside and become tag team champions, which was 5 years ago. They inspired unity across the planet. That is until Kane tried to main Daniel Bryan with a tombstone pile driver, with 3 of them actually on the steel steps. A normal person would call that the end of the friendship, but Bryan made the same mistake again and got slaughtered by the Bludgeon Brothers. Now that Team Hell No is 6 feet under, he wants everyone to stand up and join him in honoring them in a moment of silence. He does this whole thing when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut, which somewhat disrupts the solemnity of the moment. But then again, it's what it needed to transition. But he has one more thing to say. He told us so. Last week he said Kane was broken down and he was proven right. He's also right about Daniel Bryan, who was never a world-beating wrestler like he claimed to be. He's nothing more than a glory hound obsessed with setting impossible goals to tug at your heartstrings, and he threw one last Hail Mary pass to try and remain relevant. That's why the reunion, not to win the tag titles, but to roll out his greatest hits. And as sad as this whole thing has been, no one is sadder than Bryan, whether he accepts it or not. Deep down, he knows the truth. And the truth is his return from injury has been a bust, destroying his legacy week by week. And nobody will tell him that his days of headlining WrestleMania is over and his career is dead. It's another promo. I'm just like, we're doing it SummerSlam. It's got to be coming now. Bryan's music hits. The pallbearers take their jackets off and they're ready as their not Vince or Mrs. Henchman. But then Bryan blindsides the Miz from behind, and he has a German, and he tries to get his hands on the Miz, but the pallbearers get into a break it off, and the Miz runs away, and then he pretty much just starts destroying the set, and he destroys all the pallbearers, finishing off with a running knee. So guys, we're off to the races. We've been waiting for 2 or 2.5 years now to finally see this feud, and we've been getting teases of it here and there, and we're finally getting right to the meat of this and actually getting started with this feud. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for SummerSlam probably coming up here. So maybe hopefully this will not be just the only match here. Maybe this could be again. We could do a match at SummerSlam, but maybe have this somehow get to WrestleMania next year. Heck, we could even do Miz and Daniel Bryan next year's WrestleMania for the championship. Miz is claiming that Bryan's dreams of headline WrestleMania are over. What if Miz beats Bryan at SummerSlam and he goes on to eventually become the WWE champion, and Bryan and Miz face off at WrestleMania? He doesn't have to probably won't be the main event, I know, but what if that's how Bryan wins the championship back? I think again, if you can actually write the story, which the seeds can be planted easily with the story, I think we can get a good storyline to eventually make this into a main event feud. That's just my honest opinion. But we're off to the races, guys. I can't wait to see what's next for Daniel Bryan and The Miz. We didn't have the match with Eric Young and Kofi Kingston. Again, it felt pointless. Like, why are we really doing the match, even though the feud kind of ended last night with the tables match? I'll give that it was still a fun match for the most part for what it was. As Dakota pointed out, my favorite spot in the match was definitely when Kofi did that trust fall over the referee onto all three members of Sanity. Of course, though, eventually the match ended when Sanity tried to pull their outside distractions, but Biggie and Xavier tried to help out, but unfortunately, Killian Dane was able to get the upper hand on Xavier Woods as Kofi was running towards the ropes. Killian Dane threw Xavier right into Kofi, which then would set up for Eric Young to hit that wheelbarrow neck breaker to get the victory. So, which is good again, keep Sanity rolling here. I don't think they're going to be ready for a tag title match yet, but definitely get them rolling after suffering 2 losses on SmackDown in the build up to Extreme Rules, but they got the win in the pre-show Extreme Rules, and they got a win here tonight also. So hopefully keeping them going as well. But I do also agree that I don't understand why Eric Young kicked out the SOS either. As we had that. So let's check the live time before we get to our main event. Let's see here. Yes, you saw. Hope you get to go to WrestleMania 35. I hope so, definitely. Seth versus Dean feud, please. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if we're going to get in the fall or if we're going to somehow build that till WrestleMania also, which was supposed to be the case versus WrestleMania, but we'll see. So Road Dogg is not on SmackDown Live anymore. I'm not sure, but again, there's no chance in hell he wrote tonight's episode. Punk is returning ever, guys. Wish he can, but he won't. That's why I'm figuring also. Dean doesn't need to turn heel right away. They need to slowly build it with him stabbing Seth in the back. They could do it some way. Again, they could have put him and Seth back together if they want to briefly before he finally turns. But that's a way to build up some more depth in the tag team division for now. Maybe that might be the way to go, but I definitely don't see Dean having a single fuse of babyface. I still feel his heel run is dead unless they have the Shield get back together again for a match at TLC and now December, and that's when he turns then. But I don't know. The thing is, though, again, when Dean Ambrose does turn heel, I don't want it to be pretty much another repeat of how Seth Rollins broke up the Shield. I think Dean should just solely turn on Seth Rollins. I feel, because if Dean Ambrose just breaks up the Shield again, then what would be the point of the Shield ever getting back together again? It wouldn't seem right. Do you think Caitlyn will go to Raw or SmackDown Live? I'd say Raw. I don't know. I think she'd be more needed on Raw. I think Caitlyn needs to go to SmackDown. Raw has too many heels. She could be a babyface though if she's on Raw. Lauren said she'll be back. Are you hoping Lashley wins next week against Roman? Mike, I've been getting hate on Twitter. People are telling me Roman doesn't get pushed, that I'm jealous. I said if he isn't getting pushed, why did he get a triple threat qualifying match when he lost at Extreme Rules? Exactly. And why has he been in the main event for 4 straight years of WrestleMania? Are Roman fans on crack? I don't know. Didn't Miz used to be Brian's mentor in for NXT? Yes. Are you going to do an Orton turn alert, or are you going to wait till next week? Again, I'll try to do it after I watch 205 Live tonight. That, and again, I may do my one for Noam Dar and Leo Rush also. I'm definitely going to, if not, then I'll do it when I get back on Thursday. But I'm definitely going to do the Orton turn alert sometime this week. Do you think Miz or Orton are a better heel? I think they're both great, but Orton takes the cake, especially if he's in his element. Yeah, I definitely would give the edge to Orton. Miz is excellent also, but Miz is more backed up on his microphone skills. He's gotten better in ring wise, with the psychology as element went up. I still think, Orton definitely is, when he's in his element, is the more vicious heel, I feel. So I got to get the edge to Orton. Roman fans just don't understand how over pushed he is. Again, some people just want to see him, people like me, again, just want to see him being booked right. That's all I ask for, but nope, way too much to ask for. Orton is the better heel at afflicting punishment. The Miz is better promo talker. Exactly. Ignore the haters. Or block them, exactly. Punk said he will return when the time is right to WWE. Maybe, but think about it, is he 40 or 41 now? I don't think that's really gonna happen. Be nice. Lashley better win and dethrone Lesnar. I'm gonna be pissed if and go on a rant, to be honest. Oh, we all will, definitely. SmackDown should be defeating Raw in ratings. I definitely agree. SmackDown is the A show. It definitely is. I meant Raw has more good female wrestlers. I mean, they have. I mean, well, I'm trying to think who's Raw. I mean, Alexa Bliss, Mickie James is being booked right. Sasha and Bayley are being booked right also. SmackDown has Becky, Naomi, Asuka, Charlotte. I feel like the star power is a little bit more stacked though on SmackDown, in my personal opinion. I think that's why I think maybe Caitlyn should go to Raw. Heck, Caitlyn can go to Raw. I mean, Caitlyn go to Raw, and like Sasha or Bayley goes to SmackDown, because I feel like who would come over. I mean, maybe Charlotte can come back over to Raw. I don't know. We can do it that way, maybe. What's up, Hassan? I think Lashley versus Lesnar will close SummerSlam and U.S. title will open. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Becky will win but lose at SummerSlam to the Mela Raja. Becky will win at the title soon. Punk is 38. He thinks Becky's title is definitely Mela. I wish she and Asuka would do it again and let Asuka win, but Vince will not do it. I agree. Punk is 40. Wished I would turn Asuka heel. Honestly, I would too at this point. Honestly, have her turn heel and on Becky after Becky wins the championship. I think it should. So, Mike wants ice cream. Not right now. I'm kind of full, but maybe eventually. But I would definitely if it wasn't stuffed. Watch Lesnar win at SummerSlam and then not defend until WrestleMania. Don't even bring up that idea, Dakota. Please don't. Who doesn't want ice cream? Orton is a heel. If Brock retains, then he needs to defend that Royal Rumble. In a Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble start number 1. Yeah, hopefully that if he would start number 1, he would finally lose and not just have him just sit out for a little bit. They ruined Asuka. They definitely did. I don't know why Kurt never stripped Lesnar of the title last night. Bad part in WWE. Yeah, I don't know either. Let me get to the main event, guys. I'll check back the live chat again. Main event, Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. I thought this was a good match. I definitely thought, if this was a match that they would have ended up having Extreme Rules, I would have been cool with it. I mean, Jeff still did look a little bit limited in the match, but I definitely thought he still put on a strong showing. Nakamura with the mind games as well. Also, I thought worked very well. So for the most part, I thought this was a good, not a classic, but it was a good match on a level that I like to see. Of course, the biggest part, I remember most about this match, though, was at the end where Jeff did the Swanton Bomb, which apparently rumors have it Jeff is not doing the Swanton Bomb on live events. That's why I think Dakota saw that there was another move he was doing. There's rumors going around of Jeff having a new finisher, but I think the rumors are he's not doing the Swanton Bomb on house shows for some reason. But Jeff hits the Swanton Bomb Nakamura. 1, 2. Orton pulls him out of the ring and starts beating him down. Now, I do agree that, the way that he attacked Jeff on Extreme Rules your night could have been, him sending a message to Nakamura saying, hey, anything you can do, I can do better, pretty much. But this was flat out heel Orton. He was beating down on Jeff, just brutally assaulting him, beating him into steel steps. He did a stomp into the steel steps. He was grabbing him, screaming at him, you want to know why I'm doing this? Well, you're going to have to wait, or why don't you ask or whatnot? And of course, it was cringeworthy to watch. Well, good cringeworthy. Oh my goodness, and not something this is awful. It's like, oh my goodness, that looks like it really hurts pretty much. Whereas where he literally put his finger into Jeff's ear gauge and started tugging at it. I thought Rich was going to literally rip Jeff's ear off. I'm just like, oh my goodness. He didn't hit an RKO on him, but he did hit a DDT onto the floor. But Randy had that look in his eyes again. It just made me think back to, Randy Orton being in his element, the heel you just don't want to mess with at all. And it looks like that character is back. And it looks like we're going to be getting the United States Championship triple threat match at SummerSlam. And yeah, definitely a nice ending to SmackDown Live. A nice brutal assault by a heel Randy Orton, who, again, we've been waiting to see Randy Orton, be that in that element again, which, as a babyface, when he's given the right material to work with, cool. But I honestly do see that, Orton honestly would much rather be a heel. So let's do it. And again, if he even ends up being the one to dethrone AJ Styles as the vicious heel, I'm cool with it. Styles has had a very, up and down run as champion, but I'm never opposed to seeing AJ Styles as champion at all. But I do think, as this heel character, I wouldn't mind seeing Orton be the one. But that is it for my review for SmackDown Live, guys. When we check the polls here on Twitter, I'll check the live chat again one more time, and then I'm going to get off because I'm going to watch 205 Live, their review tonight. That way I can not have to worry about it for my road trip. But what grade would you give this week's episode of SmackDown Live? I have 11 votes on here. 55% said A, 36% said B, nobody said C, 9% said D or lower. Who is that? Road Dog? And what show did you enjoy more this week? Raw or SmackDown Live? 12 votes. 92% said SmackDown. 8% said Raw. Again, probably Road Dog or Vince or someone who's being a stubborn, stupid idiot. But then again, I respect all opinions. Live chat. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Oscar should stay on Raw. Probably a sign is because Vince is prejudiced. He is. He probably F5 everyone on over the top. Probably Triple H better take over. I agree. We'll wait to see next week if Orton is really a heel. If he attacks Shinsuke, he can still be a tweener. True, but again, the way he was acting on Hardy, just screaming and him saying, you want to know why I did this? Well, you better find out. He looked like I personally thought it was he was full on heel. In my personal opinion, if you want to wait next week, Lauren, that's completely cool with you. Cool with me. Vince's prejudice. Triple H will definitely take over soon. Jeff controlled the whole match. Vince definitely has his favorites. That's no secret at all. Jeff is feuding with Orton. I never heard about a tweener, which is pretty much mixed between face and heels, but that's good that Orton attacked Hardy in a way because we can see a feud with Shinsuke and or Hardy at SummerSlam. Can't wait to see where the storyline goes. I definitely agree. If you're you're Vince's favorite big sweaty man, that is. Tweener is Jeff had a WWE title shot in the Royal Rumble 2008 against Orton. Yes, he did. Strowman, Lesnar, and Roman are Vince's favorites. Definitely. It used to be Cena, Rock, and Hogan back in the day. Definitely then. Orton was going to trap Jeff's head between the steps and kick into the head to the steps of the ring post. When does Nikki Cross come to SmackDown Live? I'd say probably sometime soon. That's what I mean. She had her title opportunities already. I feel like she has nothing else left to prove in NXT. Everybody else is pretty much ready, I feel. 2009, Jeff feuded with Matt while Orton feuded with Triple H over to McMahon's. Talk about family ties. Yeah, exactly. Heel Orton, we have Evan saying heel Orton versus AJ Styles would be a great feud. I definitely agree. But I think Jeff and Orton will have a better feud this year. They're more experienced. I definitely agree. Again, their match at Backlash was just average. I expected better than, but now with Orton being a more of a heel right now, I'd say we probably would get a better match between them this time. Do a Vince impression on his faves. I can go corporate for a second. Well, I'm not going to go full on corporate, but I will. Oh, guys, what's going on, guys? You see, we got to continue to make Roman look really strong. And you know what? Braun Strowman, yes, I know he's a big, sweaty guy, but think about it for a second. Braun Strowman got over with the fans. He was supposed to be a heel, beating the crap out of Roman. But you know what? Fans loved him when he beat the crap out of Roman Reigns. You know what we're going to do? We're going to start using Braun Strowman. We can tease that he's going to eventually finally get, to the title run because we book him so strong. But it's okay. He can take our old loss to Roman right here for no reason whatsoever. Roman will win, and then he goes fight Brock because Brock is a big attraction. Brock is a big man. He could easily Brock looks like a guy that nobody can absolutely beat. So why would you have anybody else? Finn Balor, that little midget. No way he could defeat Brock Lesnar. We're not gonna have him fight AJ Styles. Nah, he has great in-ring chemistry with Brock, but no way, he can't beat Brock. Samoa Joe, big man, just like Goldberg. We gave him the shot because he's 50 years old. But Samoa Joe, nah, he can't beat Brock. But Roman Reigns needs to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar. And you know what?
when he beats him, the crowd's going to go wild and crazy. I dream about it every single night. WrestleMania 34 was getting that reaction, so I'm just like, whatever. We have plenty of time. We can try this again. So we'll do it again next year's WrestleMania. But we got to find a reason to give them to have the match again. So let's just give them, what's this? Well, here's how I have this idea. Let's have Roman and Brock fight again at the Greatest Royal Rumble. See if he gets reaction. But he'll get the sympathy because Roman deserves sympathy. Daniel Bryan got over by having sympathy. So Roman Reigns got over having sympathy also. So what can we do here? Well, let's see what happens at the Greatest Royal Rumble with the steel cage match. Brock will probably win by escape somehow, but we can make it look like that that Roman could have won and have Roman make an argument. So let's see what happens here. Greatest Royal Rumble. Oh, I'm loving this match. It's so great. Come on. Start cheering Roman. Start cheering Roman for crying out loud. Start cheering Roman. See if you tell him to do a spear through the steel cage. I just want to see what happens. A spear. Oh, botch finish. See, Brock wanted that botch finish, but however, guys, you realize here, a botched finish means Roman can have an excuse to want to fight Brock again. So with that being said, we can do it again at SummerSlam. Yes! All right. I went a little too crazy there, but I had to do that impression as the answer. I didn't get your answer on Turner or Orton. Again, I will try to do it either tonight. If not, then I'll do it Thursday when I get back from my trip. They're booking Strowman too strong. Really, a 1 count from a frog splash. That's BS. SmackDown by far, not even close. Definitely, you should do a weekly top 10 on SmackDown Live and Raw. I could. I don't know who gave it a D. Road Dogg's on Raw now. Never sent Road Dogg back to SmackDown Live. The bar should have stayed on Raw. Evan feels. I feel for to keep the depth on Raw at least. Road Dogg needs a better job. He definitely does so. Didn't hear your turn on Orton either. I don't know if he's solidified yet. Let's wait another week. I personally think he solidifies. I'm going to do it, but I'll do it. I'll try to do it tonight. If not, I'll do it Thursday. Road Dogg is on SmackDown. That's bullcrap. I couldn't believe that. Does anybody know when Nikki Cross is coming to SmackDown? Not sure. Also, his name is on the production thing for SmackDown. It's ridiculous. Finally, SmackDown is better. Nope. I'm not much on Nikki. Dakota says that's fine. Do you think Orton will stay heel for long or nah? Not sure, honestly. I think they'll turn him next year because you know how WWE is with their turns. They do turn a lot. In the WWE doesn't Jeff and Matt have the most experience out of full-timers because they have been wrestling since '96. That is true. They do. He's going to get some sleep. I'm going to wait till I hear your main event on the show. Orton better stay heel for a long time. He did from 2005 to 2010, at least till he quits. Maybe if you did, that's fine. My volume isn't working at the moment. Phone is weird sometimes. Yeah, I already did talk about the main event, the beatdown, and whatnot. What if Shinsuke does an open challenge at SummerSlam, Mike, and Rey Mysterio answers the challenge, beats him, and Magic the Pop? That would be nice, actually. Not too long as on. His heel run in 13 to 14 was awful. It was okay, but it was not as good as his previous one. Goldberg was a better champion than Brock, pretty much. Ray will debut against WWE. Don't know when though. I'll end it by saying I will low blow. No, don't low blow me. So I don't deserve it. Great Vince impression. I love when you do those. They're classic. You should make weekly videos of it. You're so funny. Love you. Thank you, Lauren. I try my best, but I had to call out. Rumor has it, Mike, that it will be Lashley versus Roman versus Lesnar at SummerSlam, and Lashley will pin Roman, then face Lashley at Hell in a Cell in a Hell in a Cell match and beat Lesnar clean. If that happens, fine. Whatever. You should have done Roman heel. They should have done a Roman heel turn Extreme Rules. Exactly. Another missed opportunity, but nope. When did Nikki Cross come to SmackDown? Not sure. She gave it a C. Hopefully soon. SmackDown was definitely an A+. Great show. Mike is the modern day Micah Raja. Do not compare me to gender. Hassan, please don't. I'd say Road Dogg has Ryan Ward do all the work and take the credit. for it. Hopefully that's not the case. Just joking. Good, Mike. Good night, Mike. Have a good night, Mike. My phone's dying. Thank you again for joining me, Hassan. Sweet dreams, loves. Good nights. Sweet dreams, love you guys. See you. Getting all tongue twisted. See you Thursday for your special stream. Yeah, hopefully I'll do it Thursday. If not, I'll do it Friday, depending on when I get back from my trip. Mike will face the wrath of the phenomenal Barm. No, thank you. Yes, Lauren is the best. Lauren #1. As the song would say. Love you all too. Donna says. Yeah, guys, with that, I think I'm going to check out. I'll be back up here live again, probably about an hour or so to do my live review of 205 Live really quickly again, because I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow. So again, guys, I'll do that, and then nothing tomorrow. I'll do NXT Thursday when I get back, and I'll do the special live stream. Then, if not, I will do it on Friday. But guys, thanks for joining this live review of SmackDown Live again. Well, my grade for SmackDown Live again. I was very close to giving it an A, a strong A. Unfortunately, though, again, with, a couple little nitpicks I have in there, I felt like it just needed just that one little thing to make it an A show. But I gave it an A-, a very, very strong A- for SmackDown Live this week. What grade would you give SmackDown Live? As always, your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure to click my like and subscribe to content on this channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAir93. Guys, I'll see you back up here shortly for a 205 Live review for tonight. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys all then. Peace out, everybody.